I do.
You do? Okay, good. That makes me feel
I
good.
do. Yes.
Good. So welcome to our team huddle. It is Monday, March 21st, the first full day of spring. Woohoo.
Yay.
So tell me something you guys are excited about. First of all, who is registered for conference? Who's going to conference live? All right. Who's planning on registering either for the live or for the virtual?
Virtual.
Virtual.
Yeah. Well, it is.
I wish I could do live, but I can't this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not, hey, that's one of the nice things that came out of COVID, right? Like everybody knows how to do virtual things now. So yeah, you miss out on a lot by not going live, but at least there's something, you know? So
Yeah.
I would say if at all possible, go live. But, you know, sorry, Victoria, that was just a little bit of background noise. I don't know who that was from, but, all right. So, and what else are you guys excited about? Tell me something. So tell me something good.
I booked 2 parties today.
You
And
did.
fundraiser Thursday. So really I booked 3 this week. And I have a booking out in October.
Nice.
Wow.
Awesome. So what worked for you to book those parties today? Were they current party guests that you were asking or personal friends or?
Yeah, they just took a few days to get back to me, and I don't know what's in the water, but it seemed like last week things were just off for everyone. And I messaged everyone and got like no responses, and I just waited because life is busy. And yeah, and 3 of them got back to me. 2 of them got back to me. Well, 3, but 1 is in October. So anyway, whatever.
So these were current party guests that you were messaging to ask them to book. Awesome.
Like 10 days ago.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had a really good lesson today about that. I had messaged Ellington Boyce, asking her for something, like 2 months ago. I messaged her. And if you don't know who Ellington Boyce is, she's a national executive director, and she is like top in terms of like promoting directors. She has this huge organization. She actually has several like national executive directors under her. So I was reaching out to her. I mean, she's like way up here and I'm like way down here, right? And I'm like, she doesn't even know who I am. But I messaged her out of the blue anyway. And I was like, you know, tell me what you're doing with your director bound or whatever. And she goes, oh, I'm happy to share. And this was, like I said, it was like 2 months ago. And then she's like, but I'm in the middle of something. Let me get back to you. And so I sent her a follow-up message like that following week, still hadn't gotten back to me. And I was like, I'm probably bugging the crap out of her. Like, she's so busy. She's got this huge team. She also works another full-time job, by the way. So I was like, oh, well, she just doesn't want to share. But then today I was like, what the heck? I'm just going to ask her again. So I asked her again and she sent me a voice clip. She's like, I am so glad you reached out to me. She's like, because I remembered that somebody had asked me for this and I totally forgot who it was. So I'm so sorry. Like, she was really, really sweet and apologetic. And I was like, you know, that's a great lesson for us all to learn. I was like, I'm going to remind my team of that, because so many times the negative voices take over in our head and we're like, she doesn't want to hear from me. I'm bothering her or I'm pestering her or whatever. And it's literally that they just like forget, or they forget who messaged them or.
Yeah.
Well, Sharon, I think you have some good news to share, don't you?
Yes, I did. I found another person.
Wow.
Woohoo! How many is that for you?
4.
4.
You.
Congratulations.
Just one more to get you to director team status, right?
Right.
Super exciting. Okay, so I'm actually going to share our top 15 in sales and our recruiters so far this month. And this is as of yesterday, you guys, because my reports are a little bit behind, but congratulations to our top 15 in sales so far this month. And keep in mind, everybody who's over 1,500 has already earned all the summer products that you can earn, which is $150 in value. So definitely keep working towards that. And everyone who's over 750 has earned the first level in the summer product giveaway. So, and then congratulations to, I think is this right, Sharon? You have 2 so far this month? Because you had 2 last month, is that right? I don't know if this is up to date.
Yes, I think that's right now.
Okay. So yeah, we're a little slower on the recruiting this month. And this really is the last month to get that $25, offer that $25 kit. So what I wanted to talk about was Pam and I were chatting this morning and just sort of thinking about something that we used to do a while ago, which was we had this group that was like a thinking about it group. And it was for these people who, you know, we all have them, these people who are like, yeah, maybe someday I'll be a consultant, but not right now. Okay. So we would add them to this group. And then within that group, we would like share a bunch of information about being a consultant, right? The current specials, you know, whatever, commission rates, different things. And then I was just sort of recalling the workshops that we've done in the past, which we all love the workshop, like they're really fun. We always feel like they're really value added. We have different people going live and share, you know, doing recipes live. And so how this came about was we were just sort of thinking like, how can we like combine those 2 ideas? Because I would love a way to get people into these groups that are sort of like, they're not necessarily like outrightly thinking of becoming a consultant, but they're interested in the products. They're same way that like, you know, when we used to do cooking shows or when we used to go to cooking shows, like we were going to a cooking show for the fun of going to a cooking show, finding, you know, learning new recipes, meeting up with people, whatever our reason was. But there was an opportunity event right there, right? Because like every time we did a cooking show, I was doing like the ask me a question about my business, you know, and that's where most of us who've been around for a while, that's where we built our businesses, was through cooking shows. So that was kind of the idea of how this came about. So we did go ahead and set up the group. Before I dive deeper, any questions about that so far or comments? What do you guys think about that?
So questions, I assume you're going to go over these, but I'll just throw them out there anyway, like the dates and who we want to invite. We don't have any of that yet.
So there's no dates. This is
Okay.
no, that's a good question, Rosalie. So it's
So-
as opposed to, sorry, Pam, go ahead.
So it's not a workshop, guys. It's an ongoing group. The group's never going to go away. The people are never going to get out of the group unless they get themselves out of the group. It's it's just a group. It just sits there instead of us starting, oh, let's get a new group together for an event, you know, a workshop. We're going to use this group. It never goes away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're
Like a
inviting
VIP
anybody
group.
and everybody. I'm sorry, Jess.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's like going to be like a VIP group that just goes on.
Like a combined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jess, do you remember when the village had an opportunity group?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
that. But
Oh, I am.
instead of
It's
it just being about recruiting, we're going to throw in a demo. We're going to do some demos.
Yeah.
That's
And
all.
post some
That's the only
recipes.
twist.
Who knows what it'll morph into, but we're definitely going to use it as a
You should-
tool.
Do not get rid of your VIP groups, though.
No, don't get rid of
No.
your VIP group.
Okay. All right.
But I think it's going to be a great tool, especially for new consultants. I mean, even, you know, Jessica Butler was saying, you know, she was wanting to get back into, like, sort of jump back into, you know, doing business, and she wasn't sure where to start. And I think this could be a great way to do that, because what I'd like to do with this is have, you know, those of us who are comfortable doing this, or who are willing to get out of our comfort zone and do it anyway, do like live cooking demos. And, you know, I'm talking 20 minutes or less.
And
You
can
know,
can that
weekly. I would like that to be weekly.
Okay, question.
Uh-huh.
Is that a live cooking demo for Pampered Chef products or for anything?
Yes.
It could be anything, but I mean, the way that, and if you guys are not on my email list or Pam's, we sent out emails today saying, would you like more ideas about how to use your products?
So I think we need to start this whole conversation with what our cooking, it's a brief explanation, but we have a lot of virtual people that started over the last 2 years. And I think we need to explain what our cooking shows used to be like. Can we do that real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the cooking shows were about 2 to 3 hours. You would show up at someone's house, you would do an introduction, introduce yourself, 3 sentences, 4 sentences, you thank the host, you would go into the cooking demo. Okay, you made that 20 minutes. It's not cooking a meal, it's cooking a recipe, maybe 2. And then at the end of it, you would talk about the host specials, and then you would play some sort of game where you would say, ask me any question about my business. And sometimes you'd get 3 questions, and sometimes it would go on for a half hour. And that is kind of what we're trying to morph into this group.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of what
Okay.
we're envisioning.
So you wouldn't go to a cooking show and do a demo that didn't have products in it.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
Do you want
the-
each of us to do something once a week, or is this one item once a week?
I would
One
like
demo
to,
a week.
yeah, I would like to start it with 1 demo a week.
So
and
just
schedule
like
that out.
you do one week, Pam does another, I do one, Rosalie does one, Victoria, whomever
Okay.
does one.
And the same,
Sorry.
at the same time of day, same day of the week, or does it not matter?
Not
You know what,
necess-
can I pop in with that, Kim? I think it's a good idea if we do different times a day, because our clients all have different
That's a good idea.
schedules. And,
Yeah.
I may have a client that the time you do it, Kim, is better for them than the time I would do it. So.
Right, no, I was just trying to get an
Right.
idea as to if it was gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a consistent time or different. And I like the idea of different times because not everybody's gonna be available, even though they can go back and listen to it,
Right.
right?
And that's the thing. I mean, I know for Victoria's sake, it would be wonderful if we could, as we're going live, enable closed captions. That's a little tricky with going live from your phone. It's possible from your laptop, but as I was saying to her, most people don't watch the lives as they're happening anyway. It's really, I'm finding most people, I mean, and I know you found this too, Pam, you were going live in your parties.
Yep.
And you were finding that people were not actually watching them live, right?
Nope. Nope. And I did a separate demo in all of my parties. Like I would do a demo in this party, and then I'd do another demo in this, and I was cranking them out on Saturdays, and no one was watching them. So
Yeah.
Did you
You
say
know.
that they can turn that on when they watch it?
They
replay
can,
or no?
oh, no, the only way they can is if we can, and I can probably handle this part of it. I'm not sure if I can handle it for other people's videos. I know I can do it for mine. But I can download my own videos and put them on YouTube, and then that automatically generates closed captions.
Okay.
But it's a little, but if you were going live from your laptop, you can enable closed captions as you are live. But that's a little trickier. I know for me, like I go live from my phone because I have like the tripod that holds it up here so that everybody can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
But we can certainly tweak this as we go along too. If I think the idea of having lives at different times is a good one too, for exactly what Rosalie was saying,
Yeah.
but
So these opportunity group things that we did years and years and years ago, I mean, that is how, I don't know about you, Gretchen, but that is how I propagated my original team.
it never really took off for me like it did for you. But see, what you had that was different than what I had, you had, and this is why it's going to be really important, you guys, for everyone to participate in this.
Yep.
Pam had people on her team who were actively adding people to this group.
Yeah, we had
Mm.
like 400 or
Oh,
500 people in this group, and I can't go back to that group now because I'm no longer on that team. And I
Right.
feel funny about it, so I won't go
But
back
see,
to it.
that's where the magic happens when, like, I mean, for mine, it was like, it was only me. I was the only one who was adding anybody to the group, and nobody on my team was actually, and this is way before any of you were on my team. So I'm not talking about anybody who's currently on my team.
Yeah. Okay.
But, you know, I was the only one participating in it. So
Yeah.
it's really important that everybody be adding people to this group.
So I will tell you why it was successful with my team. Number one, we all added people, and number two, we recruited in mass. So someone commented out there, I would comment, someone else would come behind me and second, you know, like we were all on the same page. So we all worked as a group in my old team to recruit as a team. Even though that person might sign up under Kim or that person might sign up under Jess, we recruited as a group. Okay. And that's the mindset that you've got to be in with this. And it works. I'm telling
Okay.
you, it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So, and the other thing I think we should throw around is, I mean, we've got the weekly live demos. I'm thinking we should also do a live Q&A about the
Yep.
business on a regular basis. I don't know if that's weekly, if that's bi-weekly. I don't know.
I did it like once a month.
Yeah, we could do it once a month.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking.
But that was when it
bi-weekly.
wasn't virtual. That's when the world wasn't virtual. So
Yeah,
maybe more
right.
than that.
I'm thinking maybe bi-weekly now.
Mhm.
And that's definitely something, you know, I would like participation from everybody on as well. Even though you might not feel like you're competent, or you might not be real sure of yourself. Like, this is a great opportunity to just, you know, get your feet wet. So, but yeah, Pam's gonna do the first demo this Thursday. And what did you decide you're gonna do?
I'm going to do the air fryer. I'm going to make the cornflake chicken.
Okay.
'Cause
How
I have
long will that take
cornflakes
you?
and I have chicken. So what I'm going to do for my demo, I'm actually going to do one tray already. I'm
That's a
going to
good
be able,
idea.
and I'm going to show how you do the cornflake thingy. And then I'm going to put it in the air fryer and I'm going to take out the finished ones. So
Okay.
I don't know how long that's going to take. And then I was thinking about, so here's what I'm doing. Okay. Just so you all understand and we're all on the same page. I'm using the air fryer. I'm using the coating trays, and I'm going to do something with that rapid prep mandolin and the salad choppers. And
Okay.
what kit is that in? That's where I'm going with it. Do we
Okay.
have to do that every week? Absolutely not. But that's what I've chosen to do.
Okay.
So,
That's a smart move.
and I will do
Yeah.
that with my computer. So we have closed captioning, because I'll set that up because I'm having, you know, a heck of a time with my phone. So, but yeah, so, and I think I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock.
In the
Yeah, and I'm
evening.
gonna do the following week. And I'm gonna, Lord help me, I'm gonna do the deluxe multi-cooker because Matt freaks out when I use any of the other appliances. So
Aw.
yeah, he does not like the blender, the air fryer. I could
Aw.
use the grill. That one he doesn't freak out about, but I'm committed to using the Run DMC. So, you know, I'll give it a try, even though that's not in the kit. But, you know, so who else? Let me just see a show of hands. Who else is like, yes, count me in. I'll do a demo at some point. Okay, Jess, Rosalie, Kim.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the appliances either.
Okay.
We're always so
Right.
like keyed in on the appliances. It could be the large bar pan.
Okay.
I have never done a live demo, but in the
I will
next week
coach
or
you.
two, I will try.
Okay, here's the thing too. If you've never done a live demo before, I want to meet with you one-on-one to go
Okay.
just go over a couple things.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, so
That would be
because there's
great.
just a few things to, you know, a few tips and tricks that are really
Yes.
helpful. So
Okay.
I'll do that. Roseanne, you
Yeah,
too?
that would be good. I'd love to have, 'cause I'm scared to death. I've never done it. I don't know.
Me
what to
too.
expect.
I'm
I'd rather
scared to death.
record it and then
Hey, you
post
guys.
it, but
No one ever met with me. I just went live. Gretchen never said, "Hey, Angie, let me meet with you and tell you stuff." Neither did Pam. So you guys got it good. Let me just tell you.
You know, it's like, raising children. You can read all the books and you can get all the training, but until you do it yourself. And
Tips are
it's just,
good.
it's a
I'm
confidence.
just saying,
level.
tips are good.
Tips are
Yeah.
good.
And I think, probably like
Make sure
no
you
more
put your
than-
lemon in the citrus press the right way. I'll tell you that. That's my tip.
Probably no more than 20 minutes is probably a good rule of
Okay.
thumb. I know,
Which is why I'm splitting my recipe.
Mhm.
and I know Kim would agree that the more you do it, the easier it gets, right, Kim?
Absolutely. And I really wanted to say that, you could always have the method that I was trained on with Pam and Gretchen, just throwing you into it. It doesn't matter if you're screaming and crying before you go live, just do it.
You're
But
doing
yeah,
it,
now
girl.
I go
You're
live
doing
and you
it.
did see me raise my hand. That
Okay.
was not a one of these. It was
I wrote
Yeah,
it down.
we saw that.
Yes, and I know
Thank you very
Sally
much,
even
you
wants
two.
to as soon as she gets the ability of back to go live, so.
Yeah, every time I try, it kicks me out and says, "Sorry, you can't do this. We've protected your account," and I got to go in and redo my password and all that stuff, and then I can't go live again. I don't know what's going on with it, but
There's so many things. I can't. So my phone speaker is fine, except when I go live in a Facebook group. I have no idea why. Not a clue. So, and it's another Facebook glitch.
it won't even let me, like, if I go on to watch, like Gretchen, when I go on to watch like a live that you're doing, it kicks me a message and says, "Sorry, you're not allowed to go live. We've protected your account, blah, blah, blah. Do you agree with this or disagree?" And I have to click, and I keep clicking, I disagree. And I don't know what is going
I
on.
don't know.
There be
Facebook
a
is
setting somewhere?
obnoxious.
Mm.
Yeah, I still can't create groups, so it'll eventually.
How are you
fix
getting
itself.
around that?
I'm setting them up.
Pam's setting them up.
Tim's
Actually,
setting them up.
I have an alter ego, so I actually am switching to my alter ego now.
Yeah, I mean, but
But
she'll
here's-
like message us and go, because we're
Yeah.
all admins on each other's business pages. So she'll go, "I need a group set up."
Yep, group.
They haven't caught
Um,
on to your alter ego like they did in 2018.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting on,
Oh,
and
wow.
I got some bad news, you guys. My alter ego has the new Facebook. So
Oh.
There's another new Facebook?
I
There's
just
another new one.
Oh,
there's always
yes.
going to be new ones. Okay, I just
Ugh.
I'm just giving you a pre-warning that there are changes
Mhm.
coming. Okay,
Ugh.
Audrey already
Mhm.
knows this because she's on the new.
Yes.
For some reason, she gets all the new changes first. So
Yes.
So we need people to do demos, right? And then we also need people to do like testimonials.
yes, thank you for
Okay.
reminding me about that.
I have my
Oh,
list.
yeah.
Yeah, I wrote a list and then I didn't bring.
No,
it
I
with
have
me.
it. I have it.
Wait,
So you
true.
said you wanted people to do demos, and then you also said that you wanted people to do testimonials.
All right.
Yes.
How do you do the testimonials?
So testimonials are just going to be like a 2 to 3 minute live.
Mhm.
I would like it live. If you're just absolutely unable to do that, then, record it and upload it. That's not a big deal. But basically just, why you joined, just a little bit about yourself,
Mhm.
I'm Audrey Ballone from, New Jersey. I have a beef jerky business and I watch my grandchildren during the day, and I joined because I love the products. I'm mostly virtual, and I stay because our team is amazing and we get great support, and we have a lot of fun, and I love the income because blah blah blah, whatever it is. So just share a little bit
But
about
I
your-
can also talk about different products as well.
I wouldn't get into products when you're doing your testimonial. Your testimonial is really why you joined.
Okay.
Maybe like what you were worried about when you joined. Okay. So like I joined in 2006. I was worried because I was not a cook and I had like very little time. I was homeschooling 4 kids at the time. But then I learned that I could literally just do one party a week and I could learn as I go. I could learn and earn as I go. And so now I stay because of the relationships that I've built and the time freedom that I have to be able to make a meaningful income without working full time out of my house. So something like that, like, you know, and it's going to be, and preface it with, you know, here's a little bit about me, you know, whatever it is. And I think especially all you guys who work full time, like this is going to be a huge benefit to have that in our group, because how many times do you guys, I don't know about you guys, but I hear this all the time when you ask people about joining. Well, no, I work full time. Like, okay, you know, 95% of our team does too.
I have 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just have to laugh when people say I'm too busy, and I think of, you know, Angie and Aaron and Amanda. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yes.
So does that clear it up about the testimonials?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So how many, I guess just raise your hand if you're willing to do a testimonial at some point, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule this. Okay. So it's almost like pretty much all of you. Okay. I'm just going to take a screenshot because I'm going to say pretty much everyone. The other thing, thank you guys. Thank you. I'm really excited about, you know, working together as a team for this. I think it has all sorts of potential. And but the other thing is this, what you don't want to do with this group is put people in there before you know where they stand with the business. Okay. So let's say you've got a host coming up, her party is starting this Friday or whatever, and you're talking, you know, hey, do you want to become a consultant before your party? Okay. You always still want to ask your hosts, you know, about the flipping ahead of time. But let's say she says, you know, not right now. And then you go through her party and she's like, well, yeah, I'm thinking about it. At that, you need to, before you put anyone in this group who, okay, there's going to be 2 groups of people that you put in this group. Okay. There's going to be people who are just really just looking for like product information and recipes. Okay. I've got a couple of them in there already. I was saying to Pam, I'm like, these people are not recruit leads. Like I know 100% they're not joining. Okay. And it's totally fine to put them in there, but your recruit lead people that they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. I might do it. You know, you need to get them to the point of telling you that they're not ready right now. Okay. Because what you don't want to do is you add them to that group when they actually are ready to join. And you might actually just like talk them out of it. If you're like, well, go join this group first, you know, you need to ask them that question. Are you ready to order your kit? Or do you have more questions? Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
So do we have a testimonial for this week? Do we need one this week?
We do need one this week. So everybody said.
I'm going live on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Do you think 8 o'clock's too late?
No.
Not for me.
So
No.
I'm going Thursday at 8 p.m. with my live.
Okay. So who would be willing to do a testimonial this week?
I'll be getting my taxes done, sorry.
We have Teresa and Sarah raising their hands.
Okay. I
So
mean,
pick one.
we can do more than both of you. How about both? You know, I don't think that's a problem.
It's fine.
Okay.
So we
Rick,
go, I'm sorry, I missed a lot of this.
You're muted, Sarah.
I know, because I was talking over somebody else, so I wanted to stop. Okay, I can go. So when did you say, I missed a lot of this. I'm sorry, I came on late. I got that we're in a group. I figured that all out. So I have to do a testimonial. So are we going live testimonial or recorded testimonial?
Preferably live. And I'm
Okay,
talking
and-
like 2 to 3 minutes, Sarah.
Yeah. Got it.
So-
Yep. And then 2 to 3 minutes live. Are you going to give me a time or are we just supposed to do it at some point?
I'm thinking just do it at some point. I don't think I
Don't
need-
do
Okay.
it Thursday at 8. How's that
Yeah,
sound?
don't do
Don't
it
do that
Thursday.
I know
time.
that part.
And don't do it the same time. So I don't know, like if I would say, Sarah, you want to do like Wednesday?
During the day. Okay,
You want to do
Yep.
Wednesday?
sure.
Okay. And Teresa, you want to do Friday? Okay.
Okay.
Just making notes here. Okay, cool. Well, I think it's gonna be good. And you know, we'll see what I have a feeling there's like probably a lot of possibilities with this. We're not going to be posting links anywhere. Do not
Nope.
post your website link. Do not post any order links. You know, just be in touch with your people. Anybody of yours, you know, Pam and I, we sent out emails today. Go ahead and send an email out to your customer base. Post it on your timeline, post it in your VIP groups, post it in past parties if you want to. But anybody that's yours who joins, you know, just like you tell your party hosts, like message those people and thank them for joining. I did put a poll out there that asked people what they would like to what they would like most like help with, like which product. So
This works really smoothly. I mean, you just have to be in touch with your people.
yeah,
That's all.
but like
Gretchen,
Pam
where
said
did you
earlier,
put your, sorry, where did you put your poll?
it's in that group.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But like Pam said earlier too, like when somebody has a question, go ahead and answer their question, whether they are your connection or not.
We are working as a team here. So
Yeah, that really speaks to how we work together as a team. And I mean, right now, like, especially now, people are really starved for connection. So I think if we can, you know, show that's what we're doing here, that like we are, you know, we're a sisterhood, right? Like we really are. And that's something huge that we have to offer people, is that connection and that feeling of belonging. And, you know, we love you, like you're part of our family when you join our team. So
I have more stuff on our list that we're supposed to go over.
Okay, good, because I forgot the list. So go ahead.
Okay, so the other thing that you wanted to talk about is unfollowing fellow consultants and unfollowing all these crazy groups.
Okay, so I had a little in one of my mastermind groups I'm in with Kristen Coy, and I don't know if you guys remember her. She actually spoke at our team huddle. She's like really good friends with like the CEO of Synshare, and she knows like all this techie stuff. But anyway, one of the things that she was saying was that we should actually like go through and unfriend all the other Pampered Chef consultants, because now I'm not doing this, but here's what she said. She was like, because when you post something like the pick a number, for instance, you know, the only people who are seeing it are like other consultants, and what good is that? So she was saying she was actually going through and like unfriending people, but I'm like, nah, I can't do that. But what I did start doing is going through and unfollowing people who are consultants already. And what I'm noticing is when I'm scrolling through my Facebook in the morning, I'm seeing all sorts of people that I haven't seen in forever, that I'm friends with. So two things, I want to like encourage you to do that. Don't like unfriend each other, but go unfollow each other, because, you know, Angie doesn't need to see what Rosalie's posting, right? But with the exception of this, if you guys, and Sally Ann actually put this in a chat message today, if you put something on your timeline that you want comments on, by all means, like message each other, okay? And just say, hey, please go comment, because the more comments you get on your post, the more all of your friends are going to see it. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah, go ahead, Rosalie.
So my question is, for those of us who are not techie, what is the difference between unfriending and unfollowing?
So unfollowing just means that they're not going to show up in your news feed.
So how do I do that?
Well, there's a couple of different ways.
So before you go into that, Gretchen, Rosalie, I would encourage you to go look at the buttons because there are two. One is friend, one is follow. It is very obvious. And if you can't figure it out, I'd be happy to help you, but I'm pretty sure it's friend or follow, and it's right there.
So
Okay.
I know on your phone, it's like the three little dots that are right next to the person's name.
Mm-hmm.
So you just click on that and you can hit unfollow.
I see that now. Okay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's the same thing on your computer. So, I mean, and I probably have way more friends that are consultants than you guys do. I know that, but you know. So does that make sense? Any other questions about that?
And then unfollowing the groups.
Oh yeah, did you actually unfollow the groups, Pam, or did you just?
I absolutely did. I unfollowed them.
Because what I did was just turn off notifications. So I never see groups in my news feed except Transformers.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Well, that
but
would
I
work
guess
too.
it's the same thing. So
Okay,
either
yeah.
turn off your
Oh,
notifications
good idea.
for those groups, like the PC images groups, the consultant scoop, you know, all those different Pampered Chef groups. You don't need to see those in your news feed. You know, if you need an image, then go out to that group and search for what you need. Victoria, did you have a question?
No,
Okay.
understand.
Okay.
Fine to understand.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm fine.
Gotcha. That's all right. I don't know that. What is it? Understand this?
Understand.
Gotcha. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, any other questions, issues? All right. Well, we got 10 days left in the month, you guys, for that $25 kit. And let's get as many people in this new group as possible, because I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be value added for our customers. And I think we're going to find some recruits out of it. So, all right. Love you guys. I will see you. Oh, one more thing. There is a new consultant webinar. I don't know if you know this, but every other Thursday at 1 p.m. Home Office does a new consultant webinar. If you have not attended, even though I know most of you are not, you know, brand new consultants, go to the STIR and look for the link and register for it. If you can't make that time, you can catch the replay. It's a really good webinar to just watch. You will learn something new, I guarantee you. And it's a really good thing to send your new recruits to. So,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Love you
Can
guys.
we invite people, or
What's that?
are we able to invite people?
Yeah, consultants. Yeah. Yep. It's just go to the STIR and look for new consultant webinar.
I'll look for it. I have some people I need to invite.
I pulled it up just because I wanted to make sure it was good, that I could recommend it to you guys, and it was excellent. Like, I was like, why have I not been sending my new consultants to this? So I thought it was really good.
Cool.
Anyway, all right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Thank you.